G'day viewers, hope you've got a cuppa, because we've got a game update on the 13th of July for Train Sim World 3. As usual, I read this information to you for those who cannot, don't have time, or simply won't go to the forums, and would like to improve the accessibility. Alright then, from DTG Alex, we have a new patch today that brings various fixes to Southeastern High Speed, including a fix for the player spawning issues on many services and the option for a reduced timetable, as well as a range of changes to Niddeltalbahn, and then minor improvements for Naverka Dresden, Hamburg-Lübeck, Bakerloo Line and Horseshoe Curve. These changes are now live on all platforms. Please note, the two fixes for Naverka Dresden will not be available on Xbox consoles or Game Pass. We will likely include these changes once we have confirmation. Southeastern High Speed. Player will no longer spawn on foot at a random location when starting a service. Added multiple options for reduced timetable and a full timetable. This reduced timetable is smaller and less memory demanding, primarily to help performance on certain consoles, and will mainly remove some static stock and less visible AI services. For more information on why we're adding this, please read our July roadmap. You may recall they were trying to reduce memory usage in Southeastern High Speed, make it more robust. Players will have the smaller timetable by default in Journey mode, and the option to try the more memory-intensive timetable in the Services menu. That's good. So if you understand the consequences of a pretty heavy on timetable and you want to give it a go on your console, you can. Fixed a crash when attempting to load certain Southeastern high-speed services. Re-added the Northern Transpennine Class 47 back to the service list. In Niddeltalbahn, all stations will have working passengers across the route. Added a station sign for Windecken. I'm guessing that must be another one because it had one. Fixed shunt aspect in the Bad Vilbel sidings. Fixed grass appearing over the roads in various locations. DB-BR628, which is the diesel multiple unit from Niddeltalbahn, added a low horn, adjusted interior horn volumes, fixed the magnetic brake functionality, corrected the position of exterior numbers and got rid of UIC. I think that's just a decal. Buffer covers are included in the livery designer and changed the colour to white. Fixed a typo in the decals of the cab. Added cover of the sandboxes in the entry area, including labels. Fixed PZB and CIFA enabled state functionality and altered how it gets activated. This is to solve problems when changing ends on consoles. I'll have to have a look at that because that might need a tutorial. Improved air brake release hiss sound in the cab to not repeat too often. Fixed tail lights not switching on for AI services after changing direction. Fixed mirrors not working for AI. Fixed passenger information systems not displaying a destination after a save game or reload for the first init. First initialize, I assume. Adjusted passenger cargo models. Fixed passenger not being lit up at night. And fixed the brake squeal volume. DBBR365 fixed the wheel blur visuals. DBES050 fixed wheel blur visuals. Naverka Dresden fixed an issue where the player was held at a red light at the beginning of the chemical plant zone scenario. Well, that's actually because you had to walk in there and change the points, so I actually kind of liked that, but I guess other people didn't figure it out, so they've changed it. Fixed an issue where open doors prevented the brakes from releasing. This now means the tutorial should be fully functional and able to be completed. Well, that makes sense because it's a shunting locomotive, and like the ones that I operate in the real railway, we often leave the doors open. Hopstreck Hamburg-Lübeck fixed an issue where open doors prevented the brakes from releasing. This now means the tutorial should be fully functional and able to be completed. That's fine. Similar. Bakerloo Line fixed an issue where open doors prevented the brakes from releasing. This now means the tutorials should be fully functional and able to be completed. It doesn't make so much sense for a passenger train. I'll have to have a look at that and see what they actually meant. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I might do a video on the 628 for Niddeltalbahn too, because if they've changed the way PZB and CIFA are activated, I might need to bring people up to date. Horseshoe Curve. Reduced size of thumbnail images to save memory and improve menu performance. Added a resume last played image. Damned hiccups. Anyway, if you've got any questions or comments, chuck them down below and I shall endeavour to answer. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to have more stuff like this, give it a subscribe. I also stream every week. This week I'll be streaming on Saturday because I'm operating a real train on Sunday. Rostering. Joy. Anyway, have fun, folks. See you later.